I've been seeing a lot of people on the internet recently talk about being introverted, introversion, not fitting in, not having friends, not knowing what to do in social situations, feeling like they're an outcast in a sense, like they can't connect with people, they can't make friends, they can't really find someone to connect with. They feel as if being introverted is a curse. They feel as if it's the reason for their misfortune when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships. That's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. Because there are many introverts out there who are very successful in whatever metric you want that to be, whether that's finance, whether that's business, whether that's money, whether that's creating a family, whether that's supporting other people, whether that's being outgoing, even doing their own public speaking. You've got introverts doing public speaking, because being introverted has nothing to do with social skills. It has nothing to do with it at all. You see, being an introvert just means that you enjoy your own company more than you do spending it with other people. So if we talk about a party setting, it's not that you can't talk to people, it's just that you would prefer to either be by yourself or go home where you can be away from the loud noises of all those people. Now, people who are extroverted just like being around people, they like talking, they gain energy from people. But people who are introverted, they can feel that by spending too much time with people, their social battery depletes. They can't spend too much time around people because they enjoy being by themselves. Depending on the person, it can deplete slower or faster. But for the most part, they like being by themselves, and I'm one of them. Now, being introverted, it definitely has influenced my social skills growing up. I was very reserved, I was fairly quiet, I was very selective with who I spoke to. But within the recent years, I've tried new things to become extroverted for a time period, and it really has made me create great connections with people. It's made me more confident in social situations, and it's made me feel happy and secure as a person. Now, the thing is, as an introvert, right, me speaking, this is me, right? If you were to give me the choice between going out to, let's say, a party, right, with a couple of my boys and staying at home doing whatever I want, I would say 6 times out of 10, I would choose being home. And then the other 4, I'd be a bit creative. I'd be like, let me try it. Let me see what it's like to go to a party. Let me have fun with my boys. But for the most part, I'd prefer to be by myself, because that's what feels comfortable for me. That's what feels secure. I like being in my own closed off space. You know, it's not that I don't like people. It's that I just like myself more. Maybe I'm a narcissist, who knows? But I like my own company. Like maybe you relate to this. But going back to thoughts of someone who believes being an introvert is a curse, that's not the case at all. It's just social skills. That's all it is. Because when I was an introvert, right, well, let me not say when I was an introvert, I still am, but when I was really struggling in secondary school, when I first started understanding what an introvert was, I purposely avoided people. I purposely avoided situations to develop my social skills. So therefore, I thought that me being introverted was the reason why I couldn't connect with people. I thought that it was just the way it was. I thought that people either didn't like me or people found me boring, which also was true. That's the sad truth. It was true. People found me boring because I didn't have the skills to be engaging, because I didn't have the skills to be, very selective, right? I didn't really have the skills to really engage with large groups of people for long periods of time. So people naturally connected with people who were like them. So it's not that these people weren't introverts or extroverts like I was. It's not like I was the only introvert there. It's that these people were able to be extroverted for a time period because of their social skills. Being introverted, being extroverted, Like, it doesn't stop you from having social skills. Extroverted people are more likely to have better social skills because they're constantly throwing themselves in situations to improve that skill, which is communication, which is understanding people, which is working with people. But people who are introverted are less likely to have the skills of someone who is extroverted, because they refuse to talk to people as much as people who are extroverted do. Introverted people like to be by themselves, whereas extroverted people like being with people. So naturally, their communication skills will be better. It makes sense. It's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. But for those of you who are introverted, for those of you who want to learn how to be extroverted for a time period, for those of you who want to be able to communicate with people, have conversations for a good amount of time, because you're going to need that in a job interview, you're going to need that when you're dating, you're going to need that when you have a relationship, when you want to have friends, you're going to have to learn to communicate with people and understand people. I recommend this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book was absolutely incredible. I'm going to give you a couple more tips, but first, let me explain this book, right? This book is incredible for those who are very isolated, people who like to isolate themselves, which is something that I did, right? It gives you actionable steps towards creating friends, working with people. It tells you how to handle certain interactions with people. Now, let me give you a perfect example. Give me 1 second and I will find something. Oh, there we go. So over here, part 2, not sure if you guys can see. It says how to make people like you instantly, right? Now, I believe in this chapter, it talks about making other people the focus point. It talks about giving people the floor, in a sense. You are listening. You are spending time listening to that person, allowing them to be free, allowing them to be open, showing them that they can be themselves. And that is one of the greatest things you can do for someone else, is let them know that they can be themselves, right? The reason why is because on a day-to-day basis, everyone, like, you'll see hundreds, thousands of people on the day-to-day, but most of the time, these people will not talk to you, they will not open up to you, because there's a wall, there's a block, that stops them from feeling connected, feeling open, and feeling comfortable with you, because you're a stranger, as you should be. So if you show people that they can be open, if you're having a conversation with someone, if they show different parts of their personality, maybe they're funny, maybe they're quiet, maybe they're a bit more jokey, maybe they're a bit more serious, if you match their energy and show them that it's okay for them to act the way that they do, they will naturally open up and they will like you, because people like who are like them. That is the way it is. People like people who are similar to them, think similarly to them, and act in a way that they do. If they can see that you are mirroring them, if they can see that you are connecting with them, you are understanding, you're giving them the floor, you're showing them that they can open up, that they can be themselves, they can be authentic, that they have someone else who thinks like them, then they will like you. That's just one example in this book. It seems so simple, but it has such a powerful effect, because everyone really appreciates being heard, everyone really appreciates being seen, being respected. Whether we want to openly admit it or not, we all like that idea of being appreciated, being respected, and being high-fived by some random person. We would all love that, you know? But if we carry our day-to-day actions, if we constantly show people who want to talk to us that they can be themselves, that they can be open, that they can be free to be themselves, they will naturally like us, because we make them feel like them, which is something that most people don't do. Most people, especially in the UK, are very cold, very closed off, very distant from other people. They'll mean mug you, they'll screw you, they're very... how can I say it? This is not really a word I can think of, but people are very distant from each other. Let's stick with distant, right? People are very repelling to each other. So if you just smile at someone, if you just listen to someone with intent, you give them eye contact, you pay attention to them, you repeat certain things that they say to show that you're listening, simple things that this book explains in detail. If you add those to your social skills, I guarantee being introverted will no longer seem like a problem, Because when it comes to situations where you have to be extroverted, for example, in a job interview, when you're speaking to that girl or that guy that you like, when you're making new friends, when you're going to a business meeting, when you're going to a seminar, it's not going to feel like being introverted is a problem because you have the skills to be extroverted for a time period. It's communication, it's social skills. A lot of people chalk introversion into being isolated, bad with people. It's not the case at all. You don't have many friends, you do not have many relationships, you do not have people that want to talk to you because you do not have good social skills. For the most part, there could be underlying factors like your personality, but for the most part, you don't communicate with a lot of people because you're not good at communicating. Plain and simple, that's all it is. You are not good at communicating. I'm not just saying this to you, I'm saying this to myself. I was terrible at communicating. I'm a bit better now. I've worked on myself. I'm good. I believe I'm very good at engaging with people. But there's still a lot more I need to do because I need to make up for it as an introvert, as someone who is very secluded, someone who is very isolated. So to summarize, right? Being introverted is not a problem at all. There is nothing wrong with being introverted. You can be introverted all you want. You don't have to engage with 1 million people a day. You don't have to go to parties if you don't want to. You can be by yourself. You can enjoy your own company. That is not a problem. The problem is your social skills. Your social skills are kind of tied into being an introvert because as an introvert you like to be by yourself, you like to be away from people, so your social skills are naturally going to be lower than someone who is extroverted because they like being around people constantly. They are constantly working on that skill, whether they think about it or not, consciously or unconsciously. Extroverted people are going to work on their social skills more than someone who is introverted because we like being by ourselves, whereas they like being with other people. So stop thinking that being introverted is the problem. There is nothing wrong with being introverted. It is simply your social skills. If you want to work on your social skills, get this book, Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and also just be open to people. Smile, understand them, say their name. Someone's name is the most important thing and sweetest sound that they can hear. If you mention their name in conversation, if you let that person feel open, if you let that person feel respected, let them have the floor, let that person open up, show them that you're listening, pay attention, give them good eye contact, smile, be friendly, be happy. You will naturally feel more comfortable with people and it will work over time. But as always, just my opinion. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Take care of yourself, man.